Thanks so much for tuning in to Morning Live. And as you can see, we're out at the Calabash FNB Stadium. Now, many of you are going to be preparing for the Soweto Derby tomorrow. Are you coming in person? And if that is the case and you are a diehard fan, how many of you have considered what it takes to prepare the pitch, what it takes from a logistics perspective to make sure that you have an enjoyable experience? And that's exactly what we're going to discuss right now. I'm going to be chatting to CEO of Stadium Management South Africa, Bertie Grobbelaar. He actually joins me on the pitch. Bertie, I was researching because I found it so fascinating. You mentioned, I think it was about 10 days ago, that you are going to be engaging in a complete replacement of the pitch surface, and it's going to take place at the end of the PSL season. So don't worry, it is still playable. We're going to discuss it, but it's quite a fascinating hybrid pitch that you have, and the process that you have to go through to make sure that it's always in good nick and in tip-top quality. Please explain to us what you're going to be doing for those that haven't actually gotten your insight into why you need to replace it, and what you're going to be rolling out for the next surface.
Stacey, the planning was in a year or two to do the pitch replacement.
Yes.
But in January this year, Sport Turf, our pitch maintenance company, they struggled to get the pitch up into tip-top condition again, and we got experts to assess, and they said to us the only way to go is to pull the replacement forward, and we're going to do that, as you said, at the end of the season. Now that entails removing the full pitch, removing the sand surface, putting in new silica sand, addressing the drainage.
Yeah.
They then interseed with the ryegrass, that's the base grass, and then there's a stitching machine, if I can call a piece of equipment that comes in, and it puts in the plastic fibers. It stitches it into the pitch.
So when Bertie mentions these plastic fibers, they're polypropylene fibers, and it's an artificial fiber that goes 18 centimeters down into the pitch. There's a layer of sand, and then they put grass seeds on top of that. They water that, and the grass seeds then grow in and amongst these fibers, but those roots go all the way down, and this is what actually reinforces the pitch. Is that correct?
100%. I think we should get you in May to come and assist you and oversee. Yeah, the roots actually then entangles itself
Yes.
to these fibers, and that avoids divots and the pitch cutting up.
Yeah.
And we've experienced that in the latter games this year, and that's the sole reason. It's not the entire pitch, but with time and the pitch coming to the end of its lifespan, in certain areas, this fibers became brittle, and there's no stability because the roots can't affix itself to the fiber.
Yeah, and obviously I asked Bertie about, the playing surface, the quality of the playing surface. What you'd need for football is very different to rugby, and that the teams actually request that faster playing surface.
Yes, with rugby they require a bit more thatchy
Yes.
surface with the scrummaging and all of that. Football, they require an even carpet-like lower cut surface. And obviously you need to avoid bumpiness with the ball rolling. Now that's why we sent out the press release. The pitch won't be a carpet
Yes.
for the fixture, but I'm still convinced that tomorrow, and you can see around you, it's a perfectly playable surface, but not of the standard that I want at FNB and that we want fans and sponsors and the league to experience.
Yes. So you have quite high standards. I think another thing that people maybe don't realize is these hybrid systems are used for drainage. Now, we've been experiencing the oddest weather. We might not experience rain tomorrow. Perhaps it will be overnight, but the drainage is still okay.
Yeah, no, definitely. Drainage, again, not 100%, as you say, it impacts the drainage.
Yes.
But a very good drainage system at the FNB Stadium, so I'm not concerned about that.
Okay, it's quite chilly today. I mean, both of us are a little shaking in our boots a little bit, but just in preparation for fans coming through. It's a sold-out event tomorrow, and we know the capacity of the FNB Stadium. You're encouraging fans to make use of park and ride systems. There's one at Clearwater Mall. There's going to be one at Monte Casino, Sandton City as well. But a few other facilities have been made available this year.
Yes, just in the intro, we did an assessment as well, and strangely enough, the use of private transport increased. And
Wow, okay.
the stadium is not designed to accommodate 90,000 fans using
Their own
private
vehicles.
transport. So we need to get 4,000 vehicles off the road. So we've got the park and ride system, as you alluded to, and then I would like to call it an express park and ride at Gold Reef City and at Southgate, where you can park your vehicle, and that ticket is per vehicle, secured, guarded, and there's shuttles transporting you to the FNB Stadium every 15 minutes. Then obviously Ria Vaya, fully functional for the fixture. E-hailing systems on board, on board, and then the taxi associations. Nearly forgot about them. We also had very successful meetings with them, drop-off zones. We added additional drop-off zones for the taxis, and then with Kaizer Chiefs matches, the Toyota zone, also fully functional, and that can accommodate a lot of vehicles.
So the per car ticket is important because there's more than one of you coming to watch you paying per vehicle as well. I think an important point just before I let you go, Bertie, is that people need to make ample time available because you are implementing additional security measures to make sure that fake tickets are weeded out very quickly and fans can make their way into the stadium.
Yes, I think all of us never want to experience the last derby with the overcrowding and the issues we had. So we got rid of the so-called till slip tickets. That was a huge concern. But we also implemented the double scanning system for the first time. So fans should know where we had the visual check on the ticket initially at the other games. There's going to be a scanning system in place there now. POPs, increased deployment of POPs and private security to assist. We want to get the people not supposed to be here out of the precinct, further away from the stadium. So a huge logistical exercise, but we need to do that, and we're going to ensure the safety and fun for the fans that wants to be here. It's cold now. Tomorrow it's going to be pumping.
Yeah, we'll heat it up with all our energy tomorrow. Bertie, thanks so much for chatting to us. Bring us back when you actually do the resurfacing. We'd love to see what that process is like, and all the best for you and your team for tomorrow as well.
Thanks, Stacey.
So there you've heard it, guys. If you are coming out and you're going to be supporting in person, make sure that you've got your park and ride sorted. Make sure you've got ample time to get to the stadium and just come and enjoy it. And that's it from me, Stacey Holland, out here at the FNB Stadium. Beautiful venue. Looking forward to the derby tomorrow. And we'll see you after the short break.